And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am, and just disappearing over here are all my social media links. My Discord, my Blue Sky, my YouTube. Please, if you like what you see, like, subscribe, join me, become a regular part of the community. I have a Discord server where I keep track of things from Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars The Old Republic, Diablo 4, Path of Exile, and more. I also put these VODs up on YouTube at the end of the show. So please, stick around, join me, have a good time, and let's get to Lord of the Rings Online. Today, we are working on Legendary Mirkwood. We are on the Angmar server. We are currently at the Dower Stocks, the Haunted Inn, as it's called. And we're working on some quests. Bingo Boffin's quest series, we're going to try to work on some of that a bit. And then, of course, just the regular storyline going through Mirkwood right now. And hopefully we won't get too many Nazgul on our butts. You never know, though. One stream I had 7, one stream I had 0. Just all depends on the luck of the draw, I guess. But real quick here, let me pull up my calendar. Looking at things, we are currently, everybody who logs in right now is currently eligible to get the 18th anniversary gift if you have 18 years in game. We are also currently on Legendary Item Reward Track Season 14. Currently, I'm not that far into it. I'm only up to level 5. But some of the big things in here at 50, there is the legendary coffer of the Heroes of the Dwarf Halls. At 75, the legendary coffer of the Elvish Outpost, and at level 100, the legendary coffer of the Striped Jerboa. So there are some interesting things if we can get far along in the legendary item reward track. Also, Hobnanigans started yesterday and goes through the 9th. If you like chasing a chicken with a pole through a pair of goals, Hobnanigans is for you. We might try some of that, not on today's stream, but on another stream. But currently we are working on the legendary quest line. We're making our way toward Dol Guldur at this time. But every day is a Hobbit's birthday, and because of that, we are the one to get the presents. And every 7 days, you also get a gold present. So we'll open up the silver first and see what we get. Massive pile of copper scraps and 50 virtue XP, and for the gold, 200 virtue XP and a massive pile of gold scraps. So it looks like I'm working on coin today. We'll go ahead and use those. Got some extra runes that I can go ahead and use. And we'll go ahead and clear off my inventory real quick. So one of the quests that we're going to turn in here is part of the Bingo Boffin quest line. Now that's a quest line that starts way back around level 1, all the way back into Shire. And it touches just about every single zone that you can go to. And currently, Bingo is here inside the Haunted Inn. And the quest that he had me do is called First Breakfast. He had me go around. He wanted to make something special for the people here. Ooh, Dread. Why is there Dread in here? I wonder who's experiencing it. Anyway, he had some... Bingo was given a book of recipes, and he wants to prepare a delicious meal for the elven soldiers that are here escorting Mazog to Dol Guldur. And so I've gone ahead and found some marshy taters, sage brushes, choice cuts of spider, scribane meat, and sprigs of greenwood mint. And we're going to go ahead and turn that quest in right now.
My belly feels so empty. I've been so hungry lately.
Ah, good. Thank you for bringing these ingredients back to me. I'm very excited to prepare this breakfast, for my belly feels so empty. I've been so hungry lately. While you were gone, I went to look for Andalalian to consult with her about how to best prepare this spider meat so it will not taste vile or make us sick. But I could not find her. Could you ask one of the rangers where I might find her? Prestideer seems to be in charge. He might know where she's gone. Okay, so we will go find Prestideer, who's down here. And we will ask him if he knows where she went.
What can I do for you?
I'm sorry, Enchantress, for whom you are looking. Andulian? I do not know of anyone by that name. You tell Prestideer that Bingo met a ranger named Andulian and she gave him a book of recipes, but now she seems to have disappeared. I do not know what to tell you, friend. There's no ranger by that name here, or anywhere, unless our ranks are much larger than I had realized, or my memory is much worse than I believe. Perhaps both are true, but I do not think so. This is interesting. So we'll see what Bingo has to say now.
Well, this is quite a puzzle. Who gave me this book of recipes?
You say that Prestideer does not know of any rangers by that name? If Andulian was not a ranger, then with whom I was speaking? Who gave me this book of recipes? And all of a sudden, an Edelinda. We'll see what she has to say.
I'm Adelinda, and I lived in Aldegheim long ago.
I'm sorry to deceive the two of you. My name is Adelinda, and I lived in Aldegheim a long time ago. A great evil was committed here, and I did not speak against it. For that I am cursed, never to find rest or peace. I arranged for your friend to find my old book of recipes, for I wanted nothing more than to pass on the activities that gave me such joy in life, when joy was possible. But now I know that it can never be. It was the sense of family, the sense of belonging that I truly missed. Mirkwood was not always called such. Once it was Greenwood the Great, and the woodsmen thrived beneath its canopy. The recipes I wrote for my people made exclusive use of the herbs and creatures that dwelled within, but so many of them will never return, and those meals will never be made again. Such is the nature of my curse. All else will change, but I will not. Watching the two of you has been bittersweet, but it dispelled my loneliness for a time, no matter how briefly. And I thank you for that kindness.
This experience has sent shivers down my spine, but I am still hungry.
I am astounded to learn that Adelinda labors beneath a curse, and has done so for who knows how many years. I mean, this place is called the Haunted Inn, after all, but I didn't really think. Bingo then sputters into silence. To be fair, the lighting in here is very dim, and I think my mistake was quite understandable, and Adelinda did not go out of her way to correct me, did she? I thought her name was Andulian, which seems to be more likely a ranger's name than Adelinda. I must confess I am pleased I need not try spider meat now, but I am still hungry. I will need something. My rumbling belly could wake the dead. Oh, that may be in poor taste. I am terribly sorry, but it does not change the fact that I have missed a breakfast and cannot continue my adventure until I have something.
This empty belly of mine has made it quite impossible for me to concentrate.
I am glad that we were able to give Adelinda a momentary distraction from her curse, but the fact remains that her recipe for breakfast involved spider legs. And while I am powerless to do anything about the curse, it is within my power to refuse a breakfast of hairy spider legs. And no spider legs for me, thank you. Ugh. I told Willem about my dissatisfaction and my hunger, and he ran off. Can you ask around the inn to see if anyone knows what has happened to him? I expect he has gone in search of a second breakfast, and I would greatly appreciate your hastening him back here with it. Now, for those of you who are not aware, Willem Whisker is his pet lynx. Well, I don't really want to say pet, but companion lynx that has followed him for quite a ways. Ever since we had made our way to Rivendell. And very interested to see what Willem has come up with for the idea of second breakfast. But who do I ask in the inn? Nobody to ask. Alright, so I guess he must be lost somewhere within Mirkwood. So we'll have to see if we can find him. And I have other quests that I'm working on as well. So let us see here. Where is Willem at? If I pull those out and I give a quick look at my map, I don't see him anywheres. Oh no, he's got lost in the Mirkwood. We'll have to see if we can find him on our while we are adventuring. But we have a bunch of other adventures that we need to work on. I'm working also in the Drownhold area. And let's see, we've got Stalked by Shadows down there. And we've got Wetlands. Wetlands of Southern Mirkwood is also in that area. The Writhing Glade is also in that general area. And the Search for a Remedy is also in that area. I don't see Second Breakfast though. I don't know where he went. And the other ones, to Denland and the Battle of Dol Guldur, will be catching on later. So we need to head to that milestone, but I do believe I already have it memorized. So let's see. Escalade Marinel, is that where it is? Yes, Escalade Marinel. So we'll head over there real quick, since I had that milestone memorized. And we'll go ahead and start working on quests in that area, and we'll see if we can find Willem Whisker somewhere in that area. No, there is one thing over here. Let's see here. Now, just to let you know, there are some quests that I won't do. I primarily play solo, so if anything is small fellowship can be kind of iffy, though I can take care of giants before I've actually soloed giants. But there are some quests that I just can't do because they require a larger group, and I'm just playing solo. So we'll see if this is a quest that I can complete.
Mind my words, traveler.
It's called A Smoking Fire. It is a repeatable quest, which gets me some bronze feathers, some item experience, and increased reputation in the Malahadrim. How these fires smoke. How can this poor steed recover when the air is filled with putrid flames from this putrid kindling? This will not do. The firewood we've collected around this camp has been completely soaked through with vile swamp water and dries poorly in this climate. It burns far too quickly, and we must tend it constantly. The smoke is terrible, as you can see. I saw to the rise west of here where some thick trees seem to grow in a great cluster. Would you be so good as to search there for some dry kindling? You might be able to find some on that higher ground, and it would be a great help to us. Oh, and by the way, that add-on is, that's an add-on that I have called Reminder. Briefly, what it is I have certain tasks that I have incorporated into it. Certain crafting tasks, the regular tasks board to remind me to do those, and my opening up my ingredient crates back at the kin house. And it's just a reminder, oh, I'm logging in, don't forget to do these things, because these things move along some of my, in this case, it moves my crafting guilds, my scholar guild and my tailor's guild, opens up premium crates so I get universal ingredients, and then the tasks so I can work on my factions. It's a very nice little handy reminder, and I covered it in one of my UI videos. Let me see real quick if I can find a link to my UI videos that I can share with you. If you will give me one quick second here, I will pull that up. I've done a couple of LOTRO UI videos. Just covering some certain aspects of my UI here. Let's there we go. And here's a link to my 2 UI videos for those of you who are very curious. Well, let's go ahead and see what we can do. And because we are getting ready to go into a combat area, I will go ahead and buff up real quick, because you never know when a Nazgul is going to decide to stick its nose where it doesn't belong. And heaven forbid if it's a group, if it's one for a small fellowship or a full fellowship. I've had a few of those before. Those are not fun. Alright, so we want to head... so over here, this is the area that has the smoking fires, and over here is all the rest. So I guess we'll just head here and then up and around. So we'll head this way first. Let's see, that quest is a search for a remedy. So we will go ahead and set that as my focus. So it'll take me straight to the area. That's another nice thing too, is anything that you set as a quest guide focus, if you right click on it and you see the ring symbol by it, and then you look down here in your map, you'll see that there's an arrow that's pointing in the direction of it, and also how far away it is. So it's very easy to track your quests this way. Now, I do notice that this tree area here with all these bog lights, I am getting a slight power drain from this area. So I'm not really sure why. Okay. Well, it looks like it's got to be in this general area where all of the... see if I can find... Now I'm picking up some lethargy, so I need to be careful and watch my step a bit. Okay, well, I'm in the heart of that area, and I need 10 unfamiliar plants and 10 unfamiliar herbs. I'm not finding any, though. This is weird. I'm not finding what I need, quest-wise. Oh, there's the water sample. That was for another quest I needed. Ah, there we go. There's some strange herbs and plants over here. Okay. Ah, all around this area over here. Okay, that's good. I don't believe I can cure... I can't cleanse it. It's too... The effect is too strong for my cleanse to work, so I just have to watch myself and be careful. Yeah, the lethargy is reducing my run speed, the sapping of power is draining my power, and the drowsiness is reducing my in-combat regens. So it's not hampering my damage any, but it is still something I need to be aware of. And I have another quest that I need to pick up water samples. I need 10 of them from around the drowned hold. So we'll go ahead and pick this one up. I knew it. I had a feeling. Let's get out of this area here. And there we go. And that's 2 more Tattered Shadows, which will go to Amelia in Esclidin. She is the person that you turn the Tattered Shadows that you find in the open world to her. And if I open up my wallet, let me see how many I've got real quick. I've got 43 Tattered Shadows and 3 Morgul coins, so not really enough to do anything yet. And it looks like I need to head over this way to find the rest of the plants and herbs that I need. There we go, over here. So we'll take you out. In that general area, so hopefully we'll find the rest of what we need very shortly. There we go. Whole bunch of them over here. And a swamp cat, which I happen to need for another quest. See, I like doing that. I like being able to, do multiple quests in an area at a time. It makes life so much easier. And I need 2 more herbs, and there they are right there. And there we go. Okay, so we're in the general area where we need swamp cats anyway, so we will go ahead and head over here toward that quest, which I think is Niflhedir at his camp. And there's another water sample that I need. We'll go ahead and grab that. And since I'm working on some crafting, we'll go ahead and grab this Kazad Skarn. See, here's another kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. I need... How many more kitties do I need? 4 more. I'll make that 3 because there's one right there. Don't know who Steam Gear is, but I don't have a quest for him yet, which probably means I'll need to find him. And there's the kitties. Now we'll go ahead and head over here to Nifludier's camp. Plus, as the kitties do drop crafting items, if they come in my way, we'll go ahead and take care of them too. Head to this bog crawler and get this next water sample. That'll be number 5 of 10. And here's Nifludie.
How can I be of service?
Ah, Shanchandra, I am surprised to see you and very pleased that Nahildu sent you back to me. When we passed through the swamplands, we all heard it. The wrath and pain from deep within the hearts of the trees. Hold on 1 second, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. One of the kitties that has taken up residence in our backyard recently gave birth to 5 kittens. We called animal control, and we picked up the kittens, picked up the mother. The mother has been neutered, and we just released her in our backyard again where she's home. Let me get this off my screen. And I just had to go ahead. I'm the only one here right now, so I had to go ahead and take care of that. So I appreciate your guys' indulgence. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get into here now. Ah, Shanchantra, I'm surprised to see you and very pleased that Hendel sent you back to me. When we passed through the swamplands, we all heard it. The wrath and pain from deep within the hearts of the trees. The others took a wide detour to avoid the glade that seemed to be the very heart of malice. I have a way with trees, but I fear these Huorns. I'm no warrior, you see, so I've been watching their movements from this outlook. Perhaps you, a worthy hunter, will have better luck if you approach them. Try to speak with them, but do not let yourself come to harm. You might be hit with much hostility if you dare this task. Be wary, friend. So he wants me to approach some of the Mirkwood's Huorns and see if I can find out why they're in pain. So we'll go ahead and set that as my quest guide focus. Oh, that's right here in this area. Down here. So we'll go ahead and chalk that and then we'll circle up. And another wraith. There we go. 2 wraiths down so far. So we'll see if we can find these Huorns and talk to them. Okay, I'm in their general area. This is also an area called Bed Mervin. I need to find the Huorns around here. Ah! There we go. That's a wrathful Huorn. It's peaceful for now. So we'll go ahead and talk to him and see what we can find out. Looks like there's a glowing area near it too. Doesn't not want to talk. Okay. Maybe I need to stand in this area? I walked right through him, it didn't trigger. You can approach Huorns and attempt to speak with them, but Niflheim has advised you to be prepared for much open hostility. Okay. Well, maybe that's not one I can talk to yet. Maybe I have to find another one. Alright, there's a Mirkwood right there. Ooh, he's hostile to me though. Nope, looks like I have to defeat them. Yeah, I know. I'm not used to having to fight Huorns. These are not the ones that I'm used to. This is kind of sad, but I have no choice. I have to defeat them. Maybe by defeating them, one of them will actually start to talk to me. Go ahead and rebuff up here real quick. See if we can find the rest of these horns and maybe get one of them to actually talk to me. I tried the wrathful one and he didn't talk. Let's see if this one's gonna talk. Nope. I don't like the thought of having to kill the Merc horns, but they don't seem to want to talk, so we'll take care of them and then see what I can do. Okay. Now I'm to approach the largest Merc horn and attempt to speak with it. Now that might be that wrathful one, because I think that's down this way. Yep. That might be that wrathful one. Yep. Now it wants to talk to me. This horn's twigs shiver menacingly as you draw it near, but it does not attack. It is a very old tree and its will is strong. Surely this is the tree that the elves perceived as they passed Sad Mervin. As you stand in its roots, your mind is impressed with the recollections of a fair green forest full of new life, and of a shadow of fear ever growing. The green life withers, blackens, and dies. Evil poisons consume the very water and air. Okay, so we'll head back to Niflheim and see what he has to say now that I've actually managed to talk to one of the horns. Excuse me. Go. There he is. So we'll have to see. Yep. Yeah, Mirkwood is one of those unique places in Eriador. Is it Eriador? We're in? Rovanen. Excuse me, Rovanen.
What do you need?
That is a sad tale. Most of the creatures you will find as you wander this dour forest are evil and have always been evil. But trees have long, long memories, unlike the other children of this Middle-earth. That is why they are so familiar to me, I think. It is long since these trees have had any hope, but they have not forgotten the brighter days. Poor creatures. Perhaps I can devise a way to help them, if you could give me a moment to think.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
I can think of one small gesture that might do some good. The melon trees of Lothlorien, thriving under the power of Galadriel and the care of the Galadrim, inspire all who harbor love for the wilderness. The Malorns who resist stain as long as the elves are here to mend them. I want you to go to my friend Menethil in Lothlorien at Saren Amroth. Surely her heart will be moved by your tale as mine is. I would like to plant a Malorn sapling here in this glade. It will give hope to the horns. I don't think it will fully quell their wrath, mind you, but it has been long since they have seen any light. They deserve a glimmer of hope, for someday the shadows of Dol Guldur will trouble this place no more. Go to Menethil now, and see if she will help you. Okay. We will do that, but I'm going to go ahead and finish up the quests that I've got real quick in this area. I'm still working on the wetlands, so I need to find 5 more water samples. And they're going to be up here and to the east. So we'll get those water samples, then we'll go ahead and get those dry kindling, and then we'll go ahead and head to Seren Amroth and see if I can find Menacil and see if I can convince her to part with a tree, and I will plant it. I really didn't want to have to fight those hordes. There we go. Might help if I actually have floaty names on so I can see if somebody's approaching me. There we go. That's water sample number 8. And I see 9 right up ahead. Nope, that's not a water sample. Okay. Thought that was a water sample. Let's get this Kazad Skarn. There's another water sample right there. And there should be one more just ahead of me. There it is. So those are the water samples that I need. Now we will head to the north over here, and we'll collect some dry branches. But we'll go ahead and hop on my horse for that. Alright, now we're coming up to the area that should have the dry kindling that I need. There's this rise over here that is out of the waterway that I need to collect this kindling. And there it is right there. There you go. I don't think there are any horns up here, so that's good to know. There are some swamp cats, though. And swamp cats drop not only crafting materials, but they drop tasking materials too. So it's always good to take care of those when you can. Now I know they're starting to work on some of the hunter changes, and I've been reading a little bit on the forums about it, but so far they look okay. I'm not really sure what to think about them quite yet. I was thinking about logging into Bull Roar and giving a look at the new hunter changes, but I haven't done it yet. But I've been tempted to. Okay, there's another one right there. And another one right there. And the last one's right up there. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and port back to Lothlorien and Saren Amroth. And we'll probably go ahead and use my port directly to Karas Galadriel, which is right in the middle of Lothlorien. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now that's a port that you can only get, elves can only get it, and they have to configure a trait in order to get that port. It's not an automatic port, not even an automatic port for hunters. It is actually one of the racial traits that you can take is one of the racial traits you can get right here is a port to travel to Karas Galadriel. Alright, so let's see where we need to go. We'll go ahead and come down here to the horses. And see if I can get a ride to Saren Amroth.
Sweet Melon.
Yes, I can. I can slow travel it, but I can't swift travel it yet because I must have completed the Defender of Lothlorien. And that deed, in order to get Defender of Lothlorien, I need to complete another 8 more quests within Lothlorien in order to get that deed. So we'll work on that, but we'll go ahead and take the slow ride for now.
To you.
There we go. That'll help a bit. And looks like it'll take a minute or two, so I'm going to go ahead and step away real quick. I will be right back while we're making our ride. Okay, we are back. Alright. And we need to go over this way into here. She's not too far away. And this is the site where the Fellowship went ahead and spent some time here. And there's a menace seal right here.
Welcome to the Golden Wood.
You indeed tell a sad story. Thank you for offering to return to that dangerous place was so generous indeed. Not many outsiders love the trees as much as we Galadrim do. I only hope that I do not send this child to its death in that forsaken swamp. Please see that it is cared for if you pass it by. It has some power to spread its light and dispel the cruel corruptions of the Mirkwood, but... nay, I will trust to hope. The power of Galadriel is in the very sap of this young one. Return to the glade if you dare, and plant this seed, and see that none disturb it. Alright, we will now port back to Legendary Mirkwood. Turn in a couple of those quests, and then we'll go ahead and turn in that one. Because I got a couple of quests for that area that I can turn in. First one we'll do is we'll turn in that the wood that we found.
What can I do for you?
Thank you, Rendir. These branches will burn much better than the soggy, rotting logs we picked up around here. This place will be a little bit more hospitable to us now. And Nesta Wen has a quest, or a quest turn in, and it looks like it's the quest. I can't tell.
How can I be of service?
Oh, the search for remedy. She was the one who wanted me to find those strange herbs and strange plants. Ah, Melon. I am glad you have returned so soon. These are strange plants, are they not? I've never seen the like. I will bruise their leaves so you can infuse a worthy draught from their essences. But thank you most kindly. You are indeed a great friend to the Malahadrim. I see why Galadriel and Celeborn hold you in such high esteem, outsider though you are.
Mind my words, traveler.
The malice of the lights. These plants you've collected have already proven their use, Melon. You have an excellent eye for spotting healing herbs. I am very impressed. If you have any wish to cleanse that area of horror that inhabits it, you should take the remainder of this draught. It has already proven its effect on dear Alagos, for I can feel his presence returning. Soon he will be awake. Drink it, and it will dispel the effects of that evil water. You may use the time it buys you to drive off whatever menace lurks there. Something saps that water, turning it into poison. Perhaps you could drive fear into whatever creature would have such a terrible effect in this place. Alright. Move my map over. We will go ahead, and this is the... also have a quest for... quest I picked up at the end of... completed at the end of my last session that I'll be turning in now. Actually, two of them. Wetlands of Southern Mirkwood, which is the files of those water samples, and then Stalked by Shadows, which is the Shadow Cats.
Negavanen.
Well done, my good High Elf. I am sure the tenanted paths of the swamp will be safer now for those who have need to travel. We can rest easier now.
Will you lend me your ear?
There is one more task I would have you do for us if you can, Brandir. While you were away, I felt a great malicious gaze bent upon me from this very spot. My eyes were barely able to perceive this gloom, but I beheld at some distance a terrifying cat. He doesn't seem pleased with our presence here in the swamp. I saw him pace off to the west, surely toward his lair, wherever that may be. This cat is as death itself, and surely you will find a trail of death around the home of this terrible beast. Go west if you dare, and attempt to remove this great threat. He will strike soon if we do not, and I fear to match wills with such a fiend. So I need to summon Mirefang and defeat him. And then the last one is bringing the files of some of the water samples.
How can I be of service?
Oh, wonderful. I think these do very well for the purpose of my studies. I hope to learn much of the Mirkwood from these drops, for they can tell me many long tales of the rain and the plants of the earth of these parts. I suspect they will be sad tales, but perhaps some helpful knowledge can be gleaned from them in time. Alright, so we will go ahead and head to the west. And that's where the terror is. And that's where the gift of gold is. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's do this. And now wants me to defeat 18 Boglights. And I guess that's to draw out the big foe. Oh, and that's one of the big ones. Great. Googly moogly. Losing my power. Yes! I got it! 6 tattered shadows! Ah. And let me go ahead and buff up. I should have buffed up before that one, but I didn't have a chance. There we go. Okay, this next one should trigger something. Nope. Need to talk to Nestawin. Okay. Then we will go ahead and continue on and see if I can go ahead and take out Miraclaw, or Mirefang, excuse me. Well, that's up that way. All right, so we'll go. Yeah, we'll talk to Nistaladir then. That's the gift of gold. Since I'm closer to him, I thought I was going the other way. There he is.
Bingo Boffin.
You have returned. I am glad. Let us see what Menesil has given us.
Mind my words, traveler.
Bending the shadows of sad Merin. Here, Melanon, take the seedling back and keep it safe. Do not let any harm it. Menesil chose a promising young Malorn, and I am pleased to offer this to the Mirkhorns. Good fortune upon this venture, and I hope all goes well this time. And I know exactly where I'm going to be planting it. Right there. Promising bit of earth. I have a feeling we'll see what they're doing first. And then we'll go ahead and complete our quest. I'm not going to try to... Okay, I can now move up. Promising bit of earth. We will go ahead and plant that horn here. You have planted the seedling. Talk to Nenhildil at Estad Mirnail. Okay. So now let's go ahead and take out Myrfang. We're getting close. Probably that freshly mauled pool of creeping death. Oh, sounds like a lovely place to go and, do some water skiing and some skinny dipping and stuff, right? Just another friendly little place. And Myrfang has now been defeated. We'll go ahead and port back to Esliadad Mirnail. Estoldad Mirnail. I'll get it right eventually. My apologies to the elves out there if I butcher what I say. I don't do it intentionally. So we'll talk to Ladriel first, since we went ahead and took out Myrfang.
What do you need?
You have slain this menace, then? Thank you. I cannot tell you how relieved I am. I have not felt at rest since I first beheld the brutal beast. Now, she also may have some information.
How can I be of service?
She also may have some information on Willem, so I went ahead and asked her. I have not seen any links since they match your description anywhere in the Drownhold. Perhaps you should travel to the northeast and ask if anyone at Ostgalad has seen anything. Okay. Nenadel?
How can I be of service?
Rending the shadows of sad Merin. You've not been gone very long, but it sounds as though much has been accomplished. You have my thanks. I am glad Nifil has fulfilled his wish to be of aid to the painful creatures here. And I am now an ally to the Melodrim. And Nestlewin, the Malice of the Lights. You have done a great service to us. The lights that inhabited that pool were sapping the strength from all around them, growing more and more foul. I am very grateful for what you have done. It was a very brave deed. bestowed for me. Oh, the kindred with the Maladrim. Which was worth a grand total of 15 LOTRO points. LOTRO points are very, very valuable. You use them in the store, which does remind me, we have some new store sales currently going on right now. Through July 10th, there's a sale on crafting tier skips, crafting stations for kin houses and personal houses, and crafting tokens of esteem. There's also select vault storage and shared storage inventory slots. There's also a sale on those. And the weekly coupon is a free plus 100% crafting XP for the coupon code KNOW-IT-ALL. Which we'll go ahead and use real quick. If the store loads. There we go. It's working on it. There we go. So I'll pick up a plus 100% bonus crafting XP item. And I will definitely throw that into storage. We'll go ahead and take care of this now. There we go. All right. So it looks like I finished everything here. So they mentioned talking to people at Osgalad about Will and Whisker. So we'll go ahead and port there real quick. And so, well, we'll go ahead and take a horse ride over there then, since it seems that my port hasn't completely reset yet. But I think I can take the fast ride.
What do you need?
Yep, I can take the swift travel, so we'll do that. Thanks. I appreciate it. Okay, SFC. Trust me, I butcher some names really badly if I'm not careful. So let's see who I can talk to around here about Will and Whisker. Oh, maybe Lodmir?
Mago Vannin.
Ah, yes, I saw your links. He ran right past us, but not before jumping onto this table and scattering papers everywhere. But he did not stay. He ran east out of Osgalad. Okay, so I need to head east. So he headed this way. I'll be surprised if he's near Minas Gill. Let's load up my horse. We'll see what I can find. Ah, Goblin Spy. I am also still working on a whole bunch of deeds and stuff out here. Let's see if I go to Ravana, Lothlorien. I'm still working on Beast Slayer. Looks like that's the only one I need, is Beast Slayer. So. But I'm already on the advanced, so I don't need too many more. So I wonder if I should start doing my links call. Here, willow. No, he's not out this way. Then where did he go? I mean, I could easily cheat and find... Ah! Is that him? No, that must be one of the other ones. Yeah, that's one of the other quests out there, I thought. I'm not seeing anything. Somewhere within Mirkwood, if you ask around the Haunted Inn and elsewhere within the forest, you might be able to learn where the links might have gone. Okay. You could have headed towards Gathverse. I mean, I do have a quest in that area. That's where the Battle for Dol Guldur, that quest line is happening at. And we've also got the Fortress of the Nazgul. We'll go ahead and... Actually, we'll go ahead and back up real quick. Because that quest is out near the Haunted Inn. That's that person I've actually been avoiding talking to because he actually has the next quest that I need. Volume 2, Book 9, Chapter 4. So we'll go ahead and head back there, and we'll turn that quest in, because I should be able to port now. Yep. Haunted it. There he is. So this is Book 2, Book 2, Volume 9, Chapter 4? Yes, Volume 2, Book 9, Chapter 4, First Offensives.
My elves prepare for another skirmish, a strike against the ruins of Dunanglaw.
Mago Vannen, I've been charged by the Lord and the Lady with maintaining control of the locations within the western area of this region. And we've had nothing but success thus far. By Elbreth may it continue. My elves prepare for another skirmish, a strike against the ruins of Dunanglaw, populated by filthy Merivale. If you are as skilled as hunter as Kuturian has led me to believe, you will be most welcome to join us in this skirmish. Doubly so if you command the loyalty of a skilled soldier. This quest involves a skirmish that can be completed at solo, duo, small fellowship, or raid group by sizes using the skirmish drawing panel. Before launching a skirmish, you should visit one of the camps. Speak with the skirmish captain or properly train. Skirmish camps can be found in the following regions. Now, I've already done some of that training. See, I already have a somebody who's partially trained at least. He's a protector attribute, and he's got some training. So we will go ahead, and we need to do...
My elves prepare for another skirmish, a strike against the ruins of Dunanglaw.
I need to complete the skirmish strike against Dunanglaw. So we'll back up a bit. We will open up the skirmish panel, or the instance finder. Go to skirmish. And let's see, is it an offensive, defensive, or survival? It's not a defensive one, it's an offensive one. Strike against Dunanglaw. So we'll go ahead and run that skirmish. I've never done this skirmish, so I have no idea what's going to come. Here at Dunanglaw, the enemy holds and interrogates those they have captured in battle. The prisoners must be rescued swiftly.
Here at Dananglor, the enemy holds and interrogates those they have captured in battle. The prisoners must be rescued swiftly.
I'm going to go ahead and rebuff up real quick before I get started. Thank goodness you've come. The situation is most dire. They have been held captive here for nearly a week, and I'm sure they are near breaking. Please, rescue them while there is still time. So the first thing I need to do is I need to claim the lower courtyard. The lower courtyard has been cleared. The banner may be claimed for the Free Peoples. Alright, so that's the first banner. I have no idea if I'm going to get any more. A counterattack has been launched against the lower courtyard. Alright. The counterattack has been defeated. The lower courtyard is now secure. It is safe to press on. Now I have 3 other areas for this skirmish that I need to claim. I need to claim the southern entranceway, the west bridge, and the east terrace. Okay, looks like I've covered the southern entranceway. Dispatch them all and claim this gate. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a counterattack here. Yep. All right. Safe to press on. So I've still got the west bridge and the east terrace in order to claim. Ah, but that's the end of that road. I can't go through there, so we'll continue on. Oh, Bloodrook Slayer. Defeat Bloodrooks in skirmishes. I need to defeat 4 more of them. Looks like the western bridge has now been claimed. We will go ahead and claim this, and then prepare for the counterattack. Okay. And a lieutenant of the enemy has... Oh, there we go. Hello, buddy. Bingo! Oh, I've defeated other, Another counterattack has been launched against the West Bridge. Good, okay. And that gives me a new deed, which will earn me some extra marks if I complete it. Do I need to go this way, or does this end? Probably ends. Because it looks like the East Terrace is over here. If you look on the map, you can sort of see where the green arrows show claimed areas, and there's a red arrow right here, the Eastern Terrace. So that's where I need to go next. Right up there. Encounter. The sounds of teeth gnashing and bones being gnawed come from ahead. Ooh, special encounters. I like that. Ghost Fang. That's him. We'll do it this way. I picked up another new deed. Strike against Angmar. I defeated Shepherds of the Filth in skirmishes, so that was some bonus marks. And deed bestowed, strike against Angmar, 1 of 9. Oh, different. Each different skirmish has different deeds, and so that's what I'm picking up now is different skirmish deeds. Make sure this area over here is clear before I continue on. Looks that way. So now we'll go ahead and claim this. The East Terrace is now under your control. Open the upper courtyard. Encounter. Spider eggs cocoon the room ahead. Probably gonna piss off a queen spider here. Let's see. Yep. I was right. All right. Let's claim the upper courtyard. and the gates to the Sorcerer's Chamber. Defeat the Sorcerer and claim the Sorcerer's Chamber. General of the enemy. Make sure the room is clear. Looks like you get a reprieve, Athelandir. Your would-be rescuers will pay dearly. I don't know who you are, but I presume you're here to rescue these poor lost souls. But I know you're done with them, and I do not take kindly to interruptions. Now, prepare to meet your end. Ha ha ha. Whoops. Guess he didn't last long, did he? Yep. And there is also, that's also part of the new deed that was established for the legendary servers. Breaking the dark sorcery. There's a whole bunch of different tasks. Some of them are solo, some of them are duo, small fellowship, raid, and so forth. So I can't complete them all. But you get 5 legendary coins and 2,000 virtue experience if you complete all of these here. Now I don't know if I can do it or not because they are a mix of repeatable quests, raid level quests, fellowship quests, and so forth. So I don't know if I'll ever complete it, but it's nice that I made at least a little bit of progress on it. With the sorcerer defeated, we can sleep peacefully at night, knowing that we are now safe. Thank you for coming to our aid. Now, oh, see, I was almost left. You see, also at the end of every skirmish, there is usually a fancy chest or a something to loot. Let's see what's in this one. Bounty and Ascendant Lightning. Ooh, Ascendant Lightning and a large Essence and Tracery carry-all. Oh, looks like it's... Ooh. That's a rare. That's not bad. And then I picked up a bounty for Veteran Guardsman, which would be worth some coin. And then I picked up 2 medallions and 28 marks, which I add to my collection. Now, I use a lot of those marks for my crafting. That's what I found as being one of the best uses for them. Because if you look, there is crafting expertise. And you can do it every couple of days or so and just gain, without any resources but the coins that you buy with marks and medallions, you can gain 35 points. So it's a good way to kind of up your crafting to where you need it. And it works on Tailor. No, I don't believe there's a Forester one. No, it's Tailor. In my case, I would use it for Tailor. Excuse me, Tailor and Scholar. But I think, yeah, Prospector is the only one that I need. And it looks like I may actually have enough gear that off camera I could go ahead and do it. I need 847 times 8, so not quite enough yet. Alright. Let's go ahead and... There's the bounty for the Veteran Guardsman. We can go ahead and get rid of this because I don't have Metalsmith ability. Go ahead and sell those 5 items off. There we go. So now we'll talk to Dunadurian, and we'll complete Chapter 4.
Dananglor is ours, and it is to be hoped the Merivile will not return.
Go now to Kukirion on the porch of the Haunted Inn here at Ogdaheim and give him my thanks. I am pleased that he sent such a skilled hunter to us, and Dananglor is proof of your worth to the Golden Host. And there's Kukirion over here. First
Our
offensives.
situation here is little changed.
I've heard already of your victory at Dananglor. Would that I could give you such pleasing news of the hidden god, but our situation is a little changed. Isuriel has spent hours poring over what few maps we possess of this region of Mirkwood, but she has still not decided on a safe and secret route to Dol Guldur. We have another concern now as well. a Greyhammer concern. The dwarves are who we're actually doing the major quest in Mirkwood for. They want to turn over Mazog, who was leading the forces of orcs in Moria, and exchange him at Dol Guldur for Broinen and some other powerful dwarves. I don't think it's going to work, but that's what I'm trying to help. And they're Greyhammers, and obviously there's a Greyhammer concern that I need to deal with.
I worried that the Greyhammers would be a problem, but what could I say about it?
Chapter 5, Treacherous Lights. I could say nothing, and now they've gotten themselves, and us as well, into trouble. Ultra Greyhammer can tell you more. I saw him last inside the Haunted Inn, raging at the hearth there to anyone who would listen. Alright, well, let's go see what we can find out. There he is.
Two of my brothers have up and gone missing in the swamp.
Shentremter, will you help me? You had better, for that is why you are part of this fool crusade, is it not? I would not speak ill of the plans of Bossi and Brogir, but Broinen has not had the experience of his uncle or his father, has he? Nor that of the Greyhammers, truth be told. Now 2 of my brothers have up and gone missing in the swamp, and if the elves of this company know the difference between treacherous ground and solid footing, they have taken care not to tell us which is which. Find Rosier and Stygier Greyhammers somewhere among the fens of the Drownhold, and find them quickly. There are watery terrors in that place, and no self-respecting dwarf would be pleased to be stuck in such a vile marsh with the only help to be had from these Lorien elves. If you're a friend of my family, and I'm sure you wish to be, you'll prove to be more a help than the rest of your kind. Ew, what a piece of Luckily, we've already bounced into one of them during our quests. So we will go ahead and port back to Estelad Mirnael. And then we'll go ahead and see what we can do. One of them is down here and the other one's here. Now I know the one that's down here is Stygier, because we've already passed by him once or twice and he didn't have a quest icon on him, so I couldn't talk to him. Now I can talk to him. So I will mount my elk and we will head deep into the swamps. Okay, looks like we're coming into that area now, so he could be anywhere around here. Okay, let's see now. We're in the area now. I just gotta find him. I wonder if I can search him this way. Passage of foes. Nope. Nothing to track. Yeah, I'm not sure if that will work against him because he's technically not a foe. So I don't know if it will work or not. Let's try it again. Nope. There he is. Stigger. I remember little. How did I get here? I will return to the camp at once. Okay, because he can either be here or there, so let's head north. And I'm trying to find Rosar Greyhammer. I'm in the area now. Should see him. Okay, we'll head over this way. If I don't find him here, then we'll go ahead and head to that other spot that's on my map, and then we'll see if we can find him there. Ah, there he is. No? Alright, then we'll head north. Sort of near the horns. Alright, we should see him anytime soon. Ah, there he is. Right there. And he disappeared. What the F? Alright, I guess we'll have to go ahead and pop into the LOTRO wiki and see where I can find it. I don't really like using the LOTRO wiki, but I don't really have a choice right now because he should not have disappeared. There are fate dwarves. That's the problem. Elite bog lights luring you into a trap. The real dwarves change position from time to time, but always within the same general area. That's right. Alright, so he's going to be down there. I don't really like to cheat very much, but sometimes it can't be helped. And I do kind of consider it cheating a little bit to be looking in at the LOTRO wiki that's got all the quest information. But you got to do what you can sometimes. Maybe the creator of Stardew Valley Reserve said yeah. Even he said it's the only reasonable move sometimes. I can definitely agree with that. Yeah, I like I said, I don't like doing it. I know that it's there. I try not to rely on it too much because part of the enjoyment to me is solving the puzzles and finding things out. But sometimes it can't be helped. You know, sometimes you get confused or mixed up or sometimes the developers put weird things in. He's supposed to be somewhere around in this area. Thanks. Yeah, I try to do that because I have a lot of fun playing these games. I've been playing. There he is, right there in front of me. I've been playing Lord of the Rings online since during the pandemic, and it was one of the things that, let's be honest, it helped keep my sanity. Being home for all that time, I was able to do something I enjoy. I actually have my main character on Landroval is actually 106 or 107, and I actually made it all the way up to Mordor. I actually completely finished the base storyline all the way through Rohan. And, but that was a very long time ago. So let's talk to Rohan. What? I don't know what happened, friend. I would have returned to camp at once. Okay. Yeah, I played a lot of Diablo 3. I've been playing a lot of Diablo 4 lately. I did a lot of Path of Exile. I had a lot of fun with Path of Exile. Go back to the Haunted Inn. Yeah, I actually watched the GGG developer stream a day or two ago on Twitch concerning the Path of Exile 326. It looks interesting. I'm liking some of the changes they're making. I think it's going to be very interesting. Alright, so let's talk to Otri and see what I can find out.
This place fills me with uneasiness.
I mostly play 1. I've tried 2, but I couldn't get very far in it. But then again, 2 is only in 2 is in early release status, so I'm not too concerned about it if I don't get very far right now, because they're still patching and working and editing things and stuff. The balance isn't there yet, and I tend to not like playing a lot of the metas. I tend to like to go my own way. A little harder to do in Path of Exile than, say, Diablo 3 or Diablo 4, but still. Rosar and Stilgar were just here, and they had the strangest stories to tell. Each of them reported seeing familiar faces among the tangled bushes and briars and hearing voices on the wind. When they approached, filled with amazement to see their lost friends in such a place, there was no sign of anyone. But lo, further ahead, an encouraging wave and a smile. This place fills me with unease. I thank you for rescuing my brothers. Without your aid, I feared there would have been too few Greyhammers in this world come sundown, if sundown ever truly leaves this grimwood. Royan is in the cellar. Tell him my brothers are safe and ask him, too, if the elves have come to an agreement on how to proceed. The sooner we move on from this place, the happier this Greyhammer will be. Good, maybe they'll have an idea where to go, because when we started going through here, unfortunately we lost our elven guide. So I'm hoping that they have a better idea as which way to go. And they've got Mazog imprisoned down here right now. At least I thought they did. Ah, there he is. There you are. Okay. Talk to Broynan.
This waiting wears thin. The elves have still not decided which way to go.
Perhaps you can help them to decide, if anyone can. This war compass will help you track humanoid creatures.
Someone must take charge, or it will be next winter before we advance a single step.
Chapter 6, The Choice of Ways. The death of the elf Radir has made uncertain the fate of this journey, for none of the elves know by which way he had planned to bring us in secret to Dol Guldur. Speak with the elves here in the cellar and try to decide on a proper course. Someone must step forward and take charge, or it'll be next winter before we advance even a single step, and who knows what will befall Bori in the meantime. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and talk to Chariador first. Oh. Be quiet. You believe our road lies through Emlum? I do, and I cannot understand why these others, these friends, do not see why that is the best route for us to take. The sooner we reach the fortress, sooner we deliver Mazog to his allies and be done with this ridiculous mission. I am finished with the roundabout ways. Let us fly as straight as an arrow and be done. And how are you feeling? I am angry, as all of us should be. Already too many elves have died on this foolish errand, and one too few orcs, if you ask this elf's opinion. How many more of our party must perish before we abandon this foolish expedition? No more, I hope.
Let us move directly eastward to Dol Guldur by the straightest way.
We cannot wait here for a revelation that may not come. We will never know what road Radir had intended for us to take. No, we must decide and decide quickly. The quick road will be the safest road, so let us move directly eastward to Dol Guldur by the straightest way. Radir believed our greatest strength was in secrecy, but the dangerous path through which the Drownhold cost him his life. Let us be done with the secret ways. The straightest course, like a swift arrow, is the one we should now take if we wish to avoid a similar fate. Oh, be quiet, you angry orc. We'll talk to Siglith. You wish to travel through Tower Morvith? Tower Morvith is the route our company should take to Dol Guldur. Emlum is clearly too obvious a road, and the Scuttledells have a fell reputation. Orcs there may be within Tower Morvith, but I have dealt with orcs before, so have other members of our company. I do not fear the orcs. I definitely don't either. And how are you holding up? Death of Radir has taken its toll, and left us without direction, though not without purpose. We know where we must go. We simply do not know how to get there. But we will decide, and then we will have action again, and an end to this idleness.
We should head south, through the stony reaches of Tower Morveith.
Radir brought us into the Drownhold despite the danger for a reason. He must have planned for us to take the southernmost way to Gol Guldur and to bring us up in secret to the southern base of Rocky Spire upon which the fortress stands. We should therefore head south through the stony reaches of Tower Morveith. That is the way Radir wanted us to go, I am sure of it. The other members of his company may disagree, but at least if we set out, or his death will have been for naught. And Isuriel.
The enemy would never expect us to take the road through the Scuttledells.
I do not know what to do. I believe Radir thought an approach to Dol Guldur by the way is least likely to be watched by the forces of the enemy, but our excursion into the Drownholds. I have to believe that Radir knew what he was doing, and that he knew the risks. But still, he took us into the Drownhold. He must have had a good reason. The enemy never expect us to take the road through the Scuttledells, for that place has a dangerous reputation. That is the path of greatest secrecy, and only through the Scuttledells will we come to Dol Guldur with our prisoner and our presence unannounced. How are you feeling? I feel very tired. No, not physically tired. My heart feels heavy, and I miss Radir. And you wish to enter the Scuttledells? Do not say I wish it, for that is not the case. No. Say instead that I recognize the necessity of the dangerous road. The Scuttledells are perilous, true, but no more perilous than being caught out in the open by the forces of the enemy. The covered way remains hidden, and so should we. Alright, well, I will talk to Kachurian and see what we decide. The choice of ways.
Ask 3 elves which way is best to take, and you will receive 3 answers, each different.
We have little time to waste. I want you to scout these proposed roads, my accommodating hunter, and assess the dangers along each. Perhaps that will aid with our decision. Seek the scouts we sent to the Scuttledells, Emlum, and Tower Morveith, and question them about the dangers they have encountered. Now, actually, in the Scuttledells, I think there's a... Nope, there isn't one. I thought there was a camp out there. So I guess first thing we'll do is we'll port to Emlum, and we'll talk to the people there.
Is the road of the Maladthream also that of the Hidden Guard? Should it be?
You have come to Ostgalad, where the Golden Host prepares for the next leg of its journey. Is the road of the Melahadrim also the road of the Hidden Guard? I do not know if it should be, but if it must, we shall learn at least what dangers lie along it. Travel east of Ostgalad and keep your eyes open for enemies on the road. As the road climbs toward Minas Gil, there are upright stones on one side of the path. Perhaps you can hide behind these stones and learn what the orc presence may be in Emlum. Go ahead and head this way. Ah, right there. So we'll go ahead and hide here. Keep your eyes peeled, or I'll have something to tell the Blade about you. Alright, we need to find another. There's another stone. A box on this hill. How long do we need to keep this watch, boss? It's not good. Too many orcs around here. I don't think this is the way we want to take. I could do with some grub. How many of us really need to watch this road anyway? Alright, that doesn't bode well. I don't think this is going to be the road to take. Damn goblin spy.
What is safe for the Golden Host is not safe for the errand of the Hidden Guard.
It would appear the orcs are indeed watching the road through Ermloon very closely. I cannot recommend this way to Coterian. The Hidden Guard must find another way to Dol Guldur, a secret way. Passage through Ermloon is too closely watched. So we'll go ahead and head north to the Scuttledells, because that's going to be the farthest travel I have to go. And this is going to be fun. I don't really like going through this area. Ah, it's okay, Billy. You're fine. I'm going to be going for a little while longer. Working on trying to find a safe route for the Golden Host to go through to Dol Guldur. And I'm checking out the Scuttledells right now. But I have to find the representatives of the Malahadrim scouts that are stationed in here, so it's going to take me a little bit to get to them. Scuttledells is kind of a twisty-turny area. Not really an area I enjoy. And there's lots of spiders here. Good news is, though, is I'll probably finish off my beast. I'll probably finish off my beast deed. So that's nice. Not really. Let's not say that. It's not that I'm bored. I actually just want to kill things. I want to get more. I want to get more Nazgul to spawn. I'm still working on my Amelia rep, and I want to get some of the neat pets and gear from her. So I'm still working on that. So I actually want more Nazgul to spawn. So killing things sounds good right now. I've already picked up about 10 or 12 Tattered Shadows, so I'm doing pretty good as far as that's concerned. Which way do I need to go? This way. At least we're getting close to where we need to go, so that's a good thing. Oh, I'm near that part of the Scuttledells, the barrows that are up here. I knew it. I knew. Oh, fuck me. Absolutely. F me. Jesus Christ. Where am I? That doesn't tell me anything. I can't take him out. There is no way in hell I could take him out. There we go. Yeah, I cannot take him out. We'll see if I can get anybody out here really quick to... Let me go ahead and get some horns ready. Yeah, with 40,000 points, level 65, I cannot do him. That's way too much. I hope this isn't going to be the end of our journey for tonight. Looks like it might be. I can't take him out. I mean, I could try. Might be fun. I'm all buffed up as best as I can be. Shall we have a little bit of fun? Nope, not gonna happen. That's it. Oh, I got somebody to message me here. I can revive for free. See if I can get somebody to come here. Yeah, it was a nice try. I did do my best. We'll send him a summoning horn. Give him a second to load up. I'll go ahead and use one of my sparkling Eldaharan tokens once he arrives. There he is. All right. Yes. 20 tattered shadows. Ooh. Yes. Thank you so very much. Bear claws. I like it. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. And there's the person I need to talk to. That was why I had to get through here. Alright, so let's see here. Let's see what Gladiel has to say.
Hail and well met. It is good to speak with an ally at last.
I have seen naught but spiders and black dogs for 3 days now. Now a great gloom hangs over this corner of the wood, likely emanating from the barrows just to the north of here. No one has tended those barrows for an age, and they are home now to evils only, and spiders are everywhere. I cannot recommend that the hidden guard come this way until we know for sure how deadly the venom of these spiders may be. It seems that the eyes of Dol Guldur are not watching the Scuttledells. There will be no relief to any of our company who fall to the spiders in the name of secrecy. Take this cloth, and use it to gather the venom from slain spiders here in the Scuttledells, and I will see how perilous it may be. Alright, so I need to find 6 spiders. Hopefully not another harrowing. Jeez. Though that does give me now 73 tattered shadows, which is very nice. Mournful. Oh, dear God. Alright, well, I've taken one of them out. Maybe I can take another. Leave me alone, spider. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go away, spider. You bother me. Whew. Okay. That's another 6 tattered shadows. And I still need 4 more spiders. It looks like there's a large area that I can get the spiders from, so. Here's spooters, 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 spooters. Here's spooters, 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 spooters. Guess my spooter call didn't work. There's 3. Only need 3 more. It'd be nice if I can find some more spooters. Here's spooters, 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 spooters. There's another spooter. Didn't give me what I needed though. There we go. That's number 4. We need 2 more venom samples from spiders here in the Scuttledells, and then we can complete this quest. Let's see. Nearby beasts and other natural creatures. Let's see what we got. 2 very distant. We'll pick you. This way. Up here. Oh dear God, another one. Okay, it's only shadowy. I should be able to take him out. And there's the 5th sample that we need. Dear God, we're getting a bunch of Nazgul today. I mean, I'm happy for it. I can definitely use the Tattered Shadows. But, still. I will start making our way back toward our quest person, and we should hopefully find the last one we need along the way. At least I hope. Well, the good news is at least I'm picking up more crafting supplies, more magnificent hides, and because I had Scarred. I gotta go across that bridge anyway, so we'll do that. Yes, there we go. That's the last sample I needed. And there she is.
Let me see. In small quantities, it appears that this venom need not be fatal.
Let me see the samples of venom you've collected using the cloth I gave you. In such small quantities as you would encounter with a single spider, this venom will make you ill, but should have no lasting effects. Large doses of venom will be more serious, of course, but I can recommend passage through the Scuttledells to the Elves of the Hidden God, as long as they can limit exposure to the large number of these spiders as they pass. I can understand that. I've really been enjoying LOTRO. I've been playing now, like I said, about 3 years now, and I'm actually enjoying going back through and doing some of these quests that I haven't done in 3+ years. Seeing some of these areas again, and some areas I really wish I didn't. Let's be honest. So, we are now going to head to Tower Mordvich, but we're going to port to Emlum first, which is Ostgalad. And we'll go ahead and turn that in. I am glad you're here, though, Billy. And I do appreciate all of my viewers. Now we need to head south in order to go and pick up the third quest, which will need to aid Embria's in Tower Mortimer.
I do not know if the Southern Way is the ideal road for the Hidden Guard.
There are a number of orc camps in Tor Morvith. I do not know if the Southern Way is an ideal road for the Hidden Guard to take to Gol Guldur. My friend Meriador headed south to investigate, but he has not returned. If you will travel south and scout a pair of orc forts there, you may find some sign of my friend. The orc presence is so great as to cause some trouble, and it is certainly too dangerous for the Hidden Guard to bring Mazog this way. It is to be hoped that Malundil is not in Cruel Lugu itself. You should start your search there, in case the worst has happened. All right. Dushmaru Warrior. And an Enraged Spirit. Dear God. Alright, how many is that? 15? 16? 17? How many? I don't know. And I noticed that my light oil wore off just as the encounter started. That was some impeccable timing. Alright. This looks like it's Dushmaru. Or Cruel Lugu. One scout it. You make note of orc presence in Cruel Lugu. Need to find Malundil if he's in or around it. Oh, and I'm still working on orcs in Ordokai and Southern Mirkwood too, so we'll go ahead and take out a few of these. Ah, there he is. I picked up somebody though. Ah, I picked you up. Okay.
More orcs are coming up from the south. You must help me.
Have you come from Krulugu? I went to scout those orc camps. Orcs are marching out of the east. from Dol Guldur, and I could not rejoin Embers in the north. I've been resting to regain my power before attempting to make my way there. I am knighted at my full strength, and more orcs are coming up from the south. You must help me. There we go. Tell Embers I will return shortly. Good. Go ahead and pick up this Kazad Skarn. And we'll head back up north and turn in that quest. But we'll take out a few more orcs while I can. I only need 80 more orcs to finish the hunted, or the deed for orcs, because I'm on the advanced. It's 100, 200. This? There's a quest over here. Evisil's Watch. Got a couple of them here. I'll come back and pick them up later. I'm gonna go ahead and turn in the quest I've got right now. Leave me alone. I'm trying to get some Kazad Skarn here. Come on, dog.
This way is not safe. The hidden god must find another route.
Thank you for scouting the orc camps of Krulagu and coming to the aid of Melendal. With what you have to say about the orc presence in Tower Morvith, must be my recommendation to the hidden god that the southern route to Dol Guldur is not safe. Bringing the orc Mazog this way would be ill-advised indeed. They must find some other way to the fortress, a way that preserves the secrecy of their errand. Let's see here. Oh, well, 31.6. Fate and Vitality. Damage to orc kind, parry chance, agility, vitality. But I would lose agility, and I would gain vitality. That may not be a bad thing. Embers' Mace, Might and Vitality. We'll go ahead and take the... Or do I just want to take the runes? I don't need the runes. So we'll grab the sword, because the sword is actually a DPS increase, a bonus damage to orc kind, and while I'm losing agility, I'm gaining vitality and critical rating. And gaining critical rating, and a 1% parry chance. So we'll go ahead and take that one. Adds Balerion damage, too. Balerion damage, by the way, for those of you who are interested. Let me pull up my spreadsheet real quick. Balerion damage is good against spiders, insects, and ancient evil. So if you're fighting a lot of those, then you want to have a lot of Balerion damage. There's also Ancient Dwarf damage, which is good against, I think it's dragons. Yeah, Ancient Dwarf is against dragon kind. So having Balerion damage, especially in the Scuttledells, would be helpful. So we'll go ahead and take Melendal's sword. So let's head back to the Haunted Inn. Let me go ahead and equip the weapon. Sell that. Sell that. Drop these 5 items. 2, 4, 5. Sell all. And let's check my progress on the reward track, because I've been doing some questing and such. And it looks like I can claim some... Ooh! 2 coffers of ancient script and some more runes. Okay. The ancient script is very important. There is a place in Rivendell called the Word Hoard of Gobatham. That's where you can pick up all the stuff that you need for your LIs. Like, for instance, my Bow of the New Forest and Albion, the Sword of Wayland. You go ahead and buy the different ones in here, and then you use the runes to enhance them. You get different chits that you can add to the runes in order to get legendary and so forth. And I've got a couple of legendary ones. Like my Ascendant Light is legendary, as you can tell by the orange script in the name. So how much ancient script do I currently have right now? I currently have 2,200. Max I can hold is 10, so we can go ahead and burn all that down. So ancient script, and we'll just throw those runes into the bag. So back to the Haunted Inn. So, I've explored the 3 places, so we're getting back to Couturion, and we're trying to find out where we're going to go next. Choice of ways.
I see. Your information has helped me decide what we must do.
I have decided what we must do. The path through Tor Morvith will bring us too near the orc camps in that valley, and we are certain the direct way through Irm Loom, along which the Golden Host will march, is already being watched. No, our path lies through the Scuttledells. It will be dangerous, but that will itself serve as a cloak for spying eyes. Speak with Assyriel in the cell of the inn and tell her I have chosen her suggested path. So then it was a good thing that I went ahead and took the Balerion damage, and we're going to be fighting spiders again, then I'm definitely going to need some extra Balerion damage. There he is.
There is one more thing.
I see. I do not know if I should be pleased that our path will bring us into the Scuttledells, but my heart tells me this is the way we must go. There is one more thing, though I hesitate to mention it, but something has been bothering me for a while now.
You must have noticed the feeling of dread that hangs over Odegeim.
Surely you've noticed the feeling of dread that hangs over portions of Ordeheim. I did not think much of it when we arrived, but my unease has grown, and now others are reporting seeing strange specters throughout the town. Can you put my mind at ease, friend? I would ask that you speak with some of the elves throughout Ordeheim about the disturbing things they have seen, and to reassure them that all will be well. We cannot tarry here much longer, but I want the nervous Melahadrim among us to know that we are safe while we must stay. I can do that. Could be some nervous Melahadrim right there.
We cannot move on from Odegeim quickly enough for me.
All of my friends are on edge, reporting strange visions just on the edge of sight. We cannot move from Ordeheim quickly enough for me. You reassure her with kind words, and she thanks you for taking the time to comfort her.
I have seen ghostly shapes in the half-light, just on the edge of sight.
You sense it? I cannot shake the feeling that there is something very wrong happening in the ruins of this village. I was looking out over the waterfall and a great wave of dread washed over me. I do not know what it was, but I did not linger. You reassure him with comforting words, and he appears to feel better. And I think there's another one over here by the bridge. Yep.
I cannot shake the feeling that something is very wrong with this village.
I am ready to leave this place. I have seen ghostly shapes in the half-light, vague images around the corners and among the trees here in Ordeheim. You offer comforting words to the elf, and he thanks you for taking his time. Suddenly, his eyes widen in alarm. Can you see them? Standing on the far side of the bridge. What do they want? Well, I've already been in Ordeheim, and I already know what they want. It's not pretty. Ordeheim was the site of a massacre, and the elves there tried to hide it. Or I think they were elves, yeah. The elves there tried to hide it, and some of them didn't make it.
There is something about Odegeim that makes me uneasy as well.
This abandoned village has me on edge as well, so I can understand why our friends are nervous. There's just something about Ordeheim that makes me uneasy.
Now that the decision has been made, my mind is more at ease.
Chapter 8. Mazog in the Web. Now that the decision has been made, my mind is more at ease. Our path to Dol Guldur will run through the Scuttledells. Dangerous though it may be, for only by that way can our errand remain a secret, and secrecy is our greatest weapon. Let me know when you are ready to make the journey, and we will leave for Read Orist, the route we have chosen. Alright, let's head on.
The Scuttledells are full of danger.
And it will be no small thing to come through them to the other side in safety. I'm going to go ahead and buff up now. I mean, I don't have to... one of the things they did remove, which was a problem very early on in the server, is that Nazgul could spawn inside instances. At least it's not going to... At least I don't have to worry about Nazgul this time.
The Scuttledells are full of danger. Now the hidden guard must brave the dangerous woods and canyons of the Scuttledells, home to the Saberthiel, a brood of venomous spiders that will brook no intrusion.
For good or ill, we must walk this dangerous road. Our path lies through the Scuttledells. The rest of our company have gone ahead and will hold the way for you to bring the prisoner to each of them. Spiders and black dogs are everywhere, so remain alert. You're already familiar with the support I can provide. I can make our foes bleed out their lifeblood, or I can support you with power or morale. Let me know which you desire by shouting your commands from me by this banner. Ha! The onslaught ceases. This may now be our chance. We may not have much time. Ensure that Mazog's shackles are secure and bring him ahead to where Archidor and Kukurion wait. The sooner we emerge from this web-infested warren, the better for all of us. You pull sticky, clinging webs from the loops of Mazog's shackles, and the orc stares at you impassively. A few spiders do not frighten me. If you are frightened, though, you can turn around. If I was weak like you, High Elf, I would not be caught dead out here. Or maybe I would. Good. Let us waste no time. I do not like this place. Better to have taken the straight road east to Dol Guldur than to stumble about in these spider-haunted woods. Already I have slain many of the creatures, and I heard Couturian's bow singing to the northwest after he went that way. That argument is ended, though, and now we are forced to walk this road. I will do my duty to the Lord and Lady of Lorien and to this hidden god. We will fight together. Make use of this Malahadrian banner to provide commands to me, either support you entirely with offense or defensive, or with a pleasing blend of the two. We've earned a brief respite. You fought well, and the creatures have been repelled. Perhaps this road will not be as perilous as I feared after all. Couturian and Usiria went ahead, each into a different direction, to scout which way we should proceed. But they have not returned. Couturian went this way to scout it if it was safe. Wait, what is that? Not this way! Not this way! That was much too close, friends. Quick thought and quicker action. I've come to expect both from you, and it is fortunate for my continued good health that this is so. We cannot take Mazog that way. The spiders become increasingly dense in that direction, and I saw some great bulk moving behind the spiders. There is a terrible menace that way. Archidor and I will remain on guard here with Mazog. The spiders are woven great webs behind Asuriel as she passed to the northeast. Clear the way of webs and find Asuriel, and we will follow afterwards. The words of Galadriel before her mirror surface in your memory. That's not good.
I see great webs strung beneath the trees.
I'm not happy with that. I remember Galadriel's vision when I was in Karas Galadriel. Here she is up ahead. Shkatra, over here.
A friend in peril, her life's blood mingling with venom and remorse.
I am so glad to see you. I thought being here on a mission of such importance would give me bravery enough. But here among the webs, my courage fades, and I just wish to be home. It was wisdom to come this way, for we needed secrecy. But here in the dark, it is difficult for me to truly know it. I will rely upon you to provide me commands by using this Malahadrian banner. I will support you as I did in the Drownhold, with power, morale, or with a bit of both. Together, my courage will be greater against the spiders of this place. You're not alone. They return. At last, their attacks cease. Was Couturier. We have made it, Azuriel. Are you hurt? I am fine. Couturier and Siglith remain behind for the moment. They will ensure that no spiders can surprise us from the rear. The rest of us will move forwards as a group. This way is full of danger, and now we are too far in to turn back. We must continue forwards. Something is wrong. Can you feel it? This place is not safe. Oh, no. I cannot move. The webs are too strong. I cannot move either. Your legs may be bound, but mine are not. Mazog is escaping. My legs have not been bound by webs. I will get Mazog back.
Chattering evil shapes approach. Your bow longs to sing.
And she's taking the spiders with her. Keep trying to break free. There we go. You have done it. We are free of the webs to get off all Azuriel and Mazog before they come to harm. This way.
There are too many, Hunter, even should all your arrows find their marks.
Azuriel and Mazog have both been grievously injured, their fates uncertain. Azuriel has been grievously injured and is just swooning just on the edge of consciousness. Her eyelids flutter weakly, but she does not seem to recognize you. I do not know if we can face this foe, but we will die honorably as members of the Hidden Guard. You are not alone. We will stand with you. Siglith, Couturier, Lonchil and Yggdrasil long for battle. Those are her blades. Kumareth is ready also. His bow. Your creature is dead, but what victory is this? This is not how it was supposed to end. Not only has our charge been poisoned by the venom of Sabriath, but so too has Azuriel. There may not be the hope of survival for either of them. We cannot proceed any further like this. We must go to the nearest outpost of the Malahadrum to recover from this sad development. If we can recover. If we can. Let us go. We will limp now in defeat to Ostgalat, where the Golden Host have established an outpost. I cannot believe we have come to this disastrous an end.
Though all oppose me, I shall slay a single orc should Asuriel die on this ill-omened journey.
This cannot have gone worse. This terrible misadventure will have claimed another life by sunrise, and we are no closer to accomplishing it and being done with this foolish errand. I care not for Mazog. Let the Guivale wreck his body until its ending, and we shall all be better off. But the wounding of Asuriel I cannot tolerate and will not. I would slay 1,000 spiders where it means saving poor Asuriel, but I shall slay a single orc should she die on this ill-omened journey.
Ha! The hidden guard? They cannot guard even themselves.
It does not matter. The errand has failed. Even were we now to come to the gates of Dol Guldur, we could possess only a body to exchange. Mazog will not be alive at the end of the journey. Our chance of saving Bori dies with Mazog. The hidden guard? They cannot even guard themselves.
Mazog cannot die.
Azuriel coughs weakly and struggles to speak. I do not want the hidden god to fail. Mazog cannot die.
I know of an antidote, but
The ingredients are very rare. Azuriel winces, clearly in a great deal of pain. When she was recovered enough to speak, she weakly continues. I need an unmarked venom sac from the same brood of spider, Scuttledells black venom, and a flower. The flower Serglius grows upon untended barrows in Mirkwood. It only blooms for a few days in the year and dies. There may not be any remaining this season. She gasps for air and is silent. One second. But ladies and gentlemen, I do believe at this point, I am going to have to end it here. Looks like my partner is in need of some assistance. So I would like to thank everybody for joining me today. I think we accomplished a hell of a lot, though not always in the greatest of terms. But I think we did well. I am going to find us a group of people that I can drop you off on, so that you may continue your journey should you wish to do so. And I'm actually going to go ahead and drop you off into LOTRO Steam itself. Adventures After Dark with Bideg Mustafa. I've actually watched his streams before, and I can highly recommend him. He is very knowledgeable in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and send you guys that way. And I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day and take care of yourselves. And we'll be going over there in about 10 seconds or so.
I can't